So for this first hairstyle, I'm just taking the front section of my hair and I'm just twisting it back on both sides and then pinning it up. In the second hairstyle, I'm just taking two pieces below my ears, braiding them, and then I'm just wrapping them around the top of my head and pinning them with a bobby pin. This creates kind of like a headband. In this next hairstyle, what I'm doing is taking pieces from the front and I'm just braiding them underneath my chin. I continue doing this like a French braid. Then I put my hands underneath it and flip it over my head to create a beautiful half up. For this hairstyle, I'm just doing a small French braid back on one side of my head. And I'm just going to continue braiding all the way down once I get near my ears. After that, I'm going to expand the braid by pulling gently on the sides of it. And then I'm going to wrap it up and pin it with a bobby pin. This looks really nice and kind of looks like a rose. For this hairstyle, I'm just braiding two braids on either side of my head. They're somewhat messy, but then I just pull out the sides of them to make them look even bigger. And then I just wrap them on top of my head and pin them. These are like milk braid made braids. In this next one, I'm just braiding a loose braid on the side of my head all the way down, and then I'm wrapping it up and pinning it to the side of my head so it's like a side braided bun. This hairstyle is another side braid, but this time I'm going to twist the hair back and then braid it once I get to my neck. I'm just braiding it all the way down, doing a Dutch braid, and then I'll gently pull on the edges to make it look a little bit bigger and fuller. In this hairstyle, I'm going to be doing a fishtail starting on the side of my head and continuing down doing a inverted fishtail by putting the pieces underneath instead of on top of the braid. Then once I get to the end, I'm going to secure with an elastic and gently pull on the sides of the braid to make it look bigger and fuller. In this ninth hairstyle, I'm just starting with doing a Dutch braid on the side of my head. Then I'm going to continue braiding down so that it creates a beautiful side braid. here's another way to incorporate the first Dutch braid that we started. First, you want to just undo the braid that you did already, or just stop braiding once you get to the bottom of your neck. Then you want to put an elastic in, split your hair into 2 sections, and put an elastic on the top section. Then you're going to split the section, put your fingers through it, and then grab the bottom section and pull it through. Then you want to put another elastic on this top section. Again, you're going to split it and pull the bottom through. You'll keep doing this until you get to the bottom of your hair. This braid looks really good if you pull out the edges and make it look super big. It looks a lot fuller, and I think that it looks even prettier. In this last hairstyle, I'm just going to go to the back of my head and split my hair down at both sides of my head near my ears. Then I'm going to take that section at the back and put it in a ponytail. Then I'm going to use a bun maker to make a bun. I'm going to put it all around the bun to make sure it's all even. Then put an elastic on top to secure it around the bun. And then I'm going to take the loose hair that is still left and just braid it all the way down. Then I'm going to take that hair that I braided and wrap it around the bun. This will create a sleeker look. Then I'm going to take that front section that I sectioned off earlier, and I'm going to do a Dutch braid. I'm going to braid it all the way back and then all the way down. Then after that, I'm going to wrap it around my bun, and it will create a cool effect and look really pretty. Then on the other side, I'm going to split into 2 sections, and I'm going to do an inverted fishtail braid. I'm going to also braid this all the way down and then wrap it around my bun.